everyone, my name's Danielle and I'm here to show you my science experiment. The title of my experiment is Mystery Matter, and it is a 5th grade standard. It is compare and contrast the basic properties of solids, liquids, and gases such as mass, volume, color, texture, and temperature. For my experiment, you need a bowl, measuring cup, spoon, and cornstarch and water. First, you add your water to the bowl, and the recipe calls for around 1 cup. Next, you add your cornstarch, and the recipe calls for 1 to 1.5 to 2 cups. So you just kind of use your judgment and see what the consistency is whenever you start mixing. After you've added your ingredients, then you stir. It won't be very easy to stir. You just kind of keep pushing it together so that it forms in the bowl. And you can see my consistency right now. I think that I need a little bit more cornstarch. The name for this is actually Oobleck, and it is from a Dr. Seuss book titled Bartholomew and the Oobleck. After you have your cornstarch and water mixed, then you can have students observe it. They can look at it, answer questions such as, what does it look like? What do you think it might feel like? What does it smell like? Before they actually touch it. Then, once you get into the actual experiment part, they can touch it, and there's a few things that you can do with the Oobleck. You can see that it looks like a liquid, but if you put your hand in the bowl flat, it does turn into a solid. That's because of the pressure that's applied to the Oobleck. Now, they will think that it's a liquid because it's taking the shape of the bowl, and then it's a solid because whenever you apply pressure to it, it turns hard. They can also put some in their hand and roll it around like a ball. It will make a ball, but once you let go, it turns back into a liquid once the pressure is not applied anymore. After the students have touched the Oobleck and experimented with it, then they have a lab sheet that they're going to complete at their desk with their partners and discuss what it felt like then, why they think that it turns into a solid and then it turns into a liquid again. So while they're doing that, then I would walk around and ask them questions to get their higher level thinking started, such as, why do you think that it turns into a solid? Why do you think that it turns back into a liquid? And try and get them to realize that it's the pressure that is making the change in the mixture here. By completing this experiment, the students learn how to explore higher level thinking by asking questions and participating in hands-on experiments. By using the scientific method, students will discover that Oobleck is in fact both a solid and a liquid, since it demonstrates the attributes of both states of matter. Students will also learn that these changes occur because of the application of pressure to the Oobleck. Through this experiment, students learned how to compare and contrast the different properties of states of matter and determine which category they belong. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed.